In the last video, we have gone through the arithmetic if statement. Now, in this video, we will be looking through the logical if statement. So, this statement is used for selectively executing a statement based on value of logical expression. Or in earlier arithmetic if statement, we have used arithmetic expression, while in logical if statement, we have to use logical expression. So syntax of this logical if statement, it is if in bracket le and st. So here le is the logical expression. We have in the earlier videos we have seen the different type of expression, and in which we have also seen the different operators and what is the result of using those operators in case of logical expression. Here statement that will be executed only when this logical expression is found to be true. So if you just look at the flow chart of only this part, so there is a condition. If this is any condition is true, this is the condition box. If this is true, then only then that statement, whatever statement or something we want to execute, that will be executed. Otherwise, it should go to the next part. So this is how logical if statement is to be utilized. So just if we want to check either x is greater or y is greater, in that case we'll go through the first of all flow chart how to execute a program. So this is a oval shape which is used to start, or this is also stop, by mistake this has been a start. So in that case we have to read, after start we have to read x and y. This is the read box, and then there is a condition box. We have to check if x is x is less than y. If this condition is true, in that case it should give this parallelogram. This is used for giving output, or the right statement. This can be used here. So x is smaller than y will be executed. If it is not true, in that case it will check another condition. If x is equal to y, then it should give the output in terms of output dialog box. X is equal to y, and it should go to the next one. If this is false, then it should check the last condition. Actually, this last condition is not required, because since x is smaller than y, if this is not true, x is equal to y, if this is not true, then x is greater than y would be the only option. So still we have checked this condition whether x is greater than y. In that case, if this found to be yes, then we will have the output box x is greater than y. So this one is the program where we have utilized here a different statements. So if suppose this is the logical if statement, we have written here program name, program lif logical if statement. I have written here some comment line. Uh, this similar program will be utilized in case of block if statement. So first of all, we will give a message that we have to enter two values x and y. This enter two values x and y is to be used in single code, so that the same thing will be displayed as it is. and then there is a read statement, read star comma star x comma y, and then we will check the condition if x is less than y. So to check the condition, we have used here x dot lt dot y. So suppose this x and y, once we have given the input, then we have to check with this if in bracket le, and there is a statement here. So statement is to be written in the next line itself, uh, in the same line itself. So if x dot lt dot y, write star comma star x is smaller than y. This x is smaller than y should be in single quote because we have to give the same message. This is not true. Then we have to check if x is equals to y. So how to check that? X dot eq dot y dot eq dot, this is the operator for equal to. Then we have to write here write star comma star x is equal to y. This is unformatted write statement because we have not mentioned here where is the first part and how this is the second part. And then in the last we have to check again, even if you are not, even if you have gone directly for this write x is greater than y, it should be valid. So we'll still check if x dot gt dot y, this is dot gt dot, this is for the, this is the operator for greater than, and this is write star comma star, and we'll write x is greater than y. This has to be written again in the single quote, and lastly it should stop and end. So I'll just go through the program. I've written the same lines here. I'll go to the run and compile it. So the compilation process is completed. Lines are 10 lines. It's 0 error 0. Okay. I'll go to the run and then run command. Okay. So this is asked enter two values x and y. So if I enter this 10 for x, press enter key, and 20 and then press enter key. So you will get the message x is smaller than y. So this is how this particular part logical if statement is to be executed. Even we can go for the another program, that is the roots of quadratic equation. So we can have the roots of quadratic equation. So logical if statement in case of to calculate the roots of quadratic equation. So first of all, just we'll go through the flow chart. This is the start one, which is written in the oval shape, and how this arrow. Then you need to first of all give the input of three variables a, b, and c. We know the formula for to calculate roots of quadratic equation. This is minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So a, b, and c, these are the three variables to be, you have to give the input, and in the square root term there is a b square minus 4ac. So what we'll do, we will just assign it d, and in denominator we have 2a, so 2 star a, we'll consider it as de. So this is not d, this is actually de. Then we'll go to the next process. So next process we will check the condition. If d is less than 0, if d is less than 0, then it should give, this is true, then roots are imaginary should be printed. So in this parallelogram, which is the output dialog box, we'll write roots are imaginary and the process should get stopped. Then if this is not true, then it should check the another condition. If d is equal to 0, if d is equal to 0, it should, if this is true, then in that case there is an evaluation of d, which will be equals to uh, minus b by d, which is actually, so well, this is x equals to minus b by d, and this is the unique root. This is x basically. So this is x, and this is de. So this is unique root we will get if this d is not equals to 0. In that case, there will be the third condition. You'll have to directly go for the d is greater than 0. So you will have to go for the roots. So this is in square root term. So what we'll do, we'll have the square root of it. Dr equals to square root of d, b square minus 4ac. And once we got that, we'll do, this is for just to make this equation a simplified one, and that's the reason we are done. Even we can have the whole equation as it is, but since we have to check the in square root term, whether in the square root term, whether it is less than 0, whether it is equals to 0, whether it is greater than 0. So x1 will be equals to minus b plus dr divided by d, and x2 will be minus b minus dr divided by d. So this is how the two roots you will get. And again there is a problem. This is not unique root. This you will get the roots x1 and x2. And here it will be stop here. So we can just check this now. Well, though this program has the different function, that is go to function. So we will cover it in when we go for the function of go to. Okay. So this is how basically logical if statement, as we have seen here, logical if statement. If you want to go for, so this is how the logical if statement is to be utilized. In case of this x and y, we want to know which one is better, greater or smaller or equal to. So that's how logical if statement. In the next video, we'll go for the block if statement.